How's it going, everybody? Got another project here. I rented that little mini excavator. I've got to dig out all these stumps here. I apologize, it's by a main road, so it can be kind of loud at times, especially on camera. Here's a pile of trees I'd actually cut from over there, and you can't really tell on camera, but it's a big pile. So I didn't get any footage. Stumps themselves aren't too big. I've got a few that are a decent size, but they're not too big. So I got the excavator with a hydraulic thumb just to give me something I can grab hold to the stumps once I start digging and get them out of there. So after I get it all dug out, I'm going to grade it, plant some seed. This is just a really big thicket, small hickory trees and different ones, and maybe a couple ash, and then just real thicket of poison ivy and whatnot. So it's going to be much better. Okay, here's what I got done so far. Sorry if some of this video was shaky. I didn't have anyone to film me, and I don't have my tripod with me, but now my son's out here with me, so he's gonna take some video of me. But this is what I got done so far. That stump over there was an absolute beast to take out. Everything else, thankfully, the dirt is really soft, and it's coming out pretty easy, so I don't have that much more to do. Also got these old stump blowdowns from some blowdowns we had. I believe it was last year, and I had cut all this stuff up, and there's still enough roots in there. As you can see, things are starting to sprout up, and in the summertime it just really grows. And I've already done a couple there, so while I've got it, I'm gonna go ahead and hit these two stumps, and then I'm gonna go over there. And it's so wet, my tractor gets stuck there very easily, but if I can sit in one spot and have this really nice extendable arm, I should be able to clear most of them little maples out. Okay, I also uprooted some trees here, but this part of my land is actually a low spot. And while there's no standing water, it's definitely soft. And we actually just had a little thundercloud today. So I'm actually gonna leave this, even though it did a good job. I'm gonna come in here with my grapple and actually take it up. But the remaining trees that I wanna take out, I've actually decided I'm just gonna cut at ground level with the chainsaw, and then maybe put some herbicide or something and kill it if it keeps trying to come up from the roots. This is too soft for me to mow anyway. So my goal with this is just to clear out the thickness and let some wild native vegetation grow here for wildlife to come out of the woods and feed on. So I'm not that concerned if the maple's even trying to re-sprout from the bottom, and I'll leave a couple nicer ones, such as this one, so it'll have some good potential. Okay, that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna park this little excavator. It's been a champ, it's done a great job. So I'll just give y'all an update tomorrow morning, show you what I got done up front, and then it's gonna be cleanup time with the grapple. And before I return it, I wanna clean it up with the grapple to make sure I didn't overlook any stumps. So definitely well worth the money just to rent and root up. I do have some remaining stumps on the property, but that's actually gonna be, I've decided I think that would be better to actually just rent a stump grinder and grind them at ground level, because with the excavator, especially when it's a big stump, you've really got to dig around and get it. And I did that a few places in the front yard. That was very important for me to just completely uproot it. But the remaining stumps I've got from past projects, if I've got the time, I'll just rent a stump grinder. So we'll catch you tomorrow. So here we are, cleanup day. The next morning we had good rain overnight, so got a lot to clean up, a lot of roots to get up. I've got my trusty grapple here, and I found that moving a lot of these stumps with just that single thumb on the excavator was a little tricky, so it helped me get some out, but it's not gonna be near as fast as doing it with the root grapple, of course. Some of these stumps, I tell you what, they were quite difficult to get out. Some of these, you know, like this one here, the roots just kind of go out, not too bad, just pulled it right out. There's one over here. The roots just kind of go straight down. I think it was this one, but the roots just make it go straight down. And I've had one that was even worse than this. Just right here in the center, the root goes straight down. So even though with an excavator, you're breaking all the roots around, it's really hard to get to that. You've got to break them all around, just keep going around in circles. And it came out of this hole. I know some of them roots are actually to that tree, so I don't know if that's gonna kill it or not, but I didn't have a choice. That tree there, I didn't have a choice because I had to get this out. And because this was such a thicket, that's kind of what I had to deal with a lot, was trees right next to each other, and some of them just had to come out. So I guess it's just kind of collateral damage. So hopefully they'll have enough roots to survive. They weren't all that way, but just some. So just about to get started and get it cleaned up. And again, the goal here is just to get all this raked up, leveled out, and get some grass planted. Okay, this morning, I'm about to pretty much begin what I consider the final phase of this project. I'm gonna bring in some dirt, just kind of level out the gouges and holes where I dug out the stumps. I just trimmed all the random roots that are sticking up. Just trimmed them with the pruner. So now I'm just gonna box blade it, grade it, level it, and the very next thing will be planting seed. So I'm really happy with how this turned out.